So you finally come to the conclusion that you want to dreadlocks, huh? But you don't know how it's done? Well, you've come to the right place. In this video, I discuss a bunch of different methods for you to start dreadlocks. Now, let's get into the video. Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's Bros and we back with another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to start your dreadlocks. If you like the video, subscribe if you're new. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so the first way is the way that I did it, is the comb curl way. This way, you can find tutorials to do it yourself if you really want to, but it's just you taking your hair, basically, it's basically like a finger coil, but you're using a comb and other things like that. You can ask your loctician to do the comb curls. So yeah, that's the way that I did it. For the comb curl method, all it is just putting your hair in sections and grabbing a comb and grabbing gel, just locking gel. I'll put that on the screen, like whatever locking gel, and then you grab some of your hair, like I already got it, but you grab some of your hair, take the comb, put the gel on the base and just twist it until it becomes like a finger curl. It's gonna look like a finger curl. But yeah, that's basically all comb curl is. And to me, it's probably my favorite method because it makes your locks look more uniform and it just makes them look better overall. The way that I think is the longer the hair, the better it'll look, because as you guys can see on the screen, I started when my hair was like really short and I just cut my freeforms off. Yeah, in my opinion, the longer the hair is, the better it'll look. It's not everyone's opinion, but yeah, I think it's the better way to start rather than starting with shorter hair and you having to go through the ugly stage, because no one wants to go through the ugly stage, let's be honest. Alright, so the second method is a 2-strand twist method. So basically there's two ways to do this. The first way you could do this is you could take the hair that you have now and just put them in a 2-strand twist and you just let it lock up, and then you can take it out and they turn into individual just dreadlocks like this. Or the second way is you can put them in a 2-strand twist and just leave them there and don't take them out, and then they just form into a dreadlock as they're in the 2-strand twist. And when you do the first method, each twist out that you do and they turn into individual twists, they have their own sections, so you don't have to worry about sections being the same. And with the second method, they'll just form into one section. The second method is just basically one dreadlock, but it's just into a 2-strand twist. When you do the twist out for the first method, which the first method is when you do the twist out, it'll look like comb curls, but you started with just a different method. And the third method is a freeform / sponge method. For this method, you're just taking a sponge, which I'll put on the screen, and you'll just go around your hair very frequently and let your hair turn into individual dreadlocks, but you won't have the correct parting, so you're just letting your hair grow out. You'll take the sponge and just go around your hair frequently in a 360 motion, and your hair will eventually turn into dreadlocks as you keep doing that and letting your hair grow out. As you see on the screen, I had sort of that way, but I didn't do the sponge as much. I just let my hair grow, and it all depends on your hair type to do this method. And yeah, with this method you can wash your hair frequently, but with the last two, when you first start out, you don't want them to unravel and going back to the same hair type that you had before. You don't want to mess up the parting also. The fourth way to start your dreadlock is the instant lock method / the crochet method. I like to call it the instant lock method. And also, if you are wondering, this is how Kodak Black got his dreads and all the people that have wigs. They use the crochet method also. And with this method, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. If your hair type doesn't go with the last three methods, then I would suggest that this method is the best for you. And for my straight hair people watching this video, I have a method for you too, and it's called the twist and rip method. And I'll put it on the screen. All it is just twisting it, rip it down to the root, and then do it again with a rat tail comb. This is basically like an instant lock method for straight hair, and also the crochet needle is also, but this doesn't involve a crochet needle. This is a rat tail comb and just your hands in your hair, you feel me? So this is for my straight hair people. With the crochet needle method, any hair type can get this method, which is probably one of the best methods out there in my opinion, because any hairstyle can get this. It doesn't matter if your hair is curly, it doesn't matter if your hair is straight, you can still get dreadlocks with the crochet needle method. The sixth method is the braid locking method. In this method, you're basically just sectioning your hair into like box braids and putting them in box braids and just letting it lock from there. For this method, it'll take a little while longer for your hair to lock up just because it's in a braid, and that results into taking longer to lock your hair. I haven't seen a lot of people do this method, and I don't know why. Maybe it's not like the most popular method, like the comb curl and the sponge method and the freeform method. But yeah, you could do this method also. There's plenty of methods out there, and I'm just giving it to you guys, even though they're not that popular. Alright, so it's the next day. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't feeling recording again, but we just gonna pick up where we left off. The next method is the towel method. Clip this on real quick, show y'all. So basically, you take a towel, fold it just like this, just like you fold towels. Take it, and all you gotta do is do this to your hair, and then you can do this for about 30 minutes a day. Just keep doing it 30 minutes a day, and eventually as your hair grows and you keep doing it, your hair just forms into dreadlocks. But this method is preferably for curly hair, but I put some other methods in the video for straight hair people so y'all can get dreads also. I can't leave y'all, you feel me? So yeah, that's the towel method. Just do this 30 minutes a day. Keep doing it as your hair grows. And for this section of the video, I'm going to give you guys some advice just for starting your dreadlocks and as your journey goes on. The first tip I can give you is love your dreadlocks all the way through your journey. If you don't love your dreadlocks at the start, who knows how you'll feel about them once they get longer and things like that. And it'll just make you feel better if you just love your dreadlocks from the start to finish, because you just feel like a better person overall. And for me, I could have used that advice myself because I didn't like how my hair looked when it first started, but now I mess with my hair a lot, you feel me? So yeah, that's the first advice I could give you. The second advice I could give you is don't go to sleep with nothing on. This is really crucial when you first get your dreadlocks because you don't want them to unravel as soon as you start. If you don't want to wear nothing on your head to go to bed, you can get a satin pillowcase. It's basically like a do-rag or a bonnet, but it's just a pillowcase. But what I suggest is you get a do-rag when you first start, and as your hair gets long, you get a bonnet so all your hair can fit in the bonnet. And I just feel like a bonnet is more comfortable when your hair starts to get longer, because you don't want a tight do-rag when you go to bed because your hair just got longer and your hair has to fit all in the do-rag. And also, if you have a full head of dreads, your dreads will stick out the back. So yeah, that's why I suggest a bonnet over a do-rag, but it's really just personal preference at the end of the day. Another tip I could give you is get your retwist when you first start frequently, because you don't want to wait 3 months when you first start and your hair has unraveled and everything, and you got tired of wearing a do-rag to bed and you don't have a satin pillowcase or a bonnet. So I suggest you get retwist frequently when you first start. It'll just keep your hair in maintenance and keep it just nice and clean. I suggest you get it every month when you first start, but as your journey goes on, you can wait about 2-3 months, because that's what I do at this stage in my journey. So yeah, take that tip. Yeah, so take getting your retwist seriously. They help you maintain your hair and keep it at high maintenance, and they just keep you fresh because nobody want to be looking out here rough, you feel me? So yeah, my fourth tip I could give you, if you could try to get like a style put in where you get your dreads or where you get your retwist, I suggest you do that too. They help your retwist last longer, so you don't have to keep going back and forth every single month or 2 months. So getting a style and just keeping it until the next retwist, or you could do a little twist style, you feel me? But I suggest keeping it in. And also, it helps your hair grow because it's more protection when it's in a style, because it's not all over the place. So yeah, getting a style is a good thing when you're on your journey, but you don't have to get a style. You can just keep retwisting, but I suggest you get a style, in my opinion. And also, I suggest you wash your hair frequently, because you don't want your hair stinking. Like, who wants their hair to stink? You trying to get the husk, you feel me? So I suggest you wash your hair frequently, but you would get a wash when you get a retwist in the early stages, but later in your dreadlock journey or whatever you call it, you can just wash your hair. You don't have to get a retwist because your locks are matured and they can handle like water and things like that, and they won't unravel because all your locks are matured. Alright, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I just realized when I'm editing right now, as you see, I didn't have an outro. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I love y'all. Peace. Can be happening.